I started investing in land with $30,000 in the bank in a prayer. Then something clicked in my first year. I made over $650,000. But if I were to replicate that success in 2026, I wouldn't do what I did back then. Here's what I do differently. I'm going to walk you through the 4 things I would not do and the 7 things that I would do in order to get started. Number 1 thing I wouldn't do is direct mail when I started out. Back then, I sent out 15,000 mailers. I made a lot of mistakes, but after those mailers and not getting a single deal, I got my first deal done. 2026, probably would have had the same results. Wouldn't do direct mail. Number 2, I'd not skip finding the right CRM. At the beginning, I went from one CRM to the next to Google Sheets. What I would do today is find a single CRM, the best CRM for land investors. I'd stick on that, I'd master that, get my sales processes dialed in. Number 3, I'd not skip sales training. Whatever community I join, wherever I'm at, I'd focus on getting the best sales training possible. Why? Because in 2026, you can no longer just throw cash offers out there. You have to be a 3-dimensional investor. And how I talk about 3-dimensional investor, you gotta be able to throw a cash offer, you gotta be able to throw a double close, have to be able to throw seller financing, or you are absolutely limiting what you can do in your business. Last thing I would not do is I'd not try to do 30, 40, 50 counties at once. I'd focus on maybe 10, 15 counties, and understand really what's going on in those counties and scale from there. 7 things I would do. Number 1, I would start with an outbound messaging. I'd do either cold calling or texting compliantly, making sure I'm doing everything compliantly. But cold calling and texting, why? What's the difference? Gets a lot more reps quicker, and that'll allow you to get 1-2 wins in your first 30, 60, 90 days in the seat. Or if you're getting back into the business, it'll give you that proof of concept pretty quickly. Number 2, opposite of what I said earlier, I'd focus on maybe 10, 15 counties to start out, maybe 20 at the most. Get really good understanding those counties, get really deep. Depth beats breadth in 2026. Number 3, I would make sure that whatever CRM I use, we use Stride in our business. There's a link down below if you want to get discounted access to Stride. But I would use a CRM like Stride to dial in my follow-up processes. Now, this might seem like a lot, especially when you're starting out. It's really not that much. You want to make sure, though, you have the right follow-up processes, because if you don't, it's costing you money. Probably costing you 1 deal your first 90 days to 180 days, just because you don't have the right sales follow-up process. That's incredibly important. Number 4, I would build from day 1 a trust stack. I've never seen so many sellers have so little trust with us in 2026. Now, we all know kind of the state of the world is very different than what it was even 3, 4, 5 years ago. People don't trust people. And so getting a Trustpilot account, getting a Google My Business account, it'll completely change your business, because you can reference these third-party verified sources as you start to get more deals. And if you're starting out and you don't have any access to these types of third-party verified sources because you haven't done many deals, make sure you partner with a funder that does, so that you can leverage their credibility to get more deal done, right? Next thing is sales training. I talked about the 3-dimensional investor earlier, but that's super important. So if you're going to join a community or a course or whatever, it cannot live in the era of 2023, 2021, which is I'm just going to send a cash offer and at 50% of market value or 40% of market value. Those easy deals, which you couldn't even believe that they even occurred back then. Like, I was like, this is crazy, because I came from the wholesaling house flipping world. They exist, just not nearly to the amount that they exist today. There's a lot less of them today. So you got to become a 3-dimensional investor. So if you're going to join a course, community, whatever program, if I'd want to know that this one has a 3-dimensional investor output, which is flipping cash, being able to know how to double close, and seller financing. I actually built a website called landwholesalinglaws.com. It's down in the description down below. If you're trying to wholesale land, completely free, right? You don't have to opt into anything. Check it out. Great website. Show you where all the wholesaling laws for every state that there currently is. On top of being a 3-dimensional investor, the next thing that I would focus on is getting good at sales. Number 1, not only is it one of the most important, significant skill sets that you possibly could have as an investor, as a business owner in general, but if you are good at sales, especially early on, and you have a 6% versus a 10% close rate, that is almost 50% more land deals for you every single month. So instead of doing a deal every month, 3 deals a quarter, you might be doing 4 to 5 deals a quarter. That completely changes your land business, especially early on. Getting really good at sales, devoting to getting good at sales. And the number that I always think of is, hey, how do I get 20 offers as quickly as possible so that I can build my reputation? And number 2 is, I don't care what the seller says they want for the property. I'm going to offer and I'm going to follow my sales process to ensure that no matter what, I'm getting an offer out so I get the practice. Last thing and most important thing, I think, is join a community of operators, of people that are actually doing the business. Gone are the days of just being, hey, this works, this doesn't work. I already talked about that. That's fine. But I think about it as, if I wanted to get fit, right, and this is ripping mercilessly from Atomic Habits by James Clear. He says, the best way to change a habit is to change your environment. If you want to be in an environment that is conducive to your success, you want to get around a bunch of other people that are striving to achieve the same outcome. If I want to get fit, I join a gym. If I want to read more books, I become friends with people who are readers. If I want to drink less, if I want to do more, walk with, talk with, network with people who are doing the same things that I want to do, right? You can start with not that much money. If you're doing it yourself, you're calling yourself, you're texting yourself, you're handwriting mail yourself. But if you want to build a business, especially a 6-figure business in your first year or second year investing in land, you need real money, right? In order to get your first deal, we say in our accelerator, first deal in 90 days, I like to see anywhere between $1,500 to $2,500 a month to invest in deals. You could do less than that, $750, $1,500. You'd be good with that. If you want to scale, you can be $1,750 to $3,000 a month, and that'll put you in a really strong position to build a 6-figure land business in your first year. Anyone that tells you differently is trying to sell you something in the next breath. I'd be aware of that. So if you are interested in learning how to build a business like this, there's a video that I have right here. You can click the link, and I walk through how to actually build every level of land business, how to actually build a business that is highly profitable in 2026. Not the guru promise in Miami, but how to actually build it and what you need to do at every single level to grow and push through your plateaus. Whether you're just starting out or you are have been years in the business and you're trying to get more traction, you can click that link and it'll show you the core things that you need to focus on in order to get your business to the next level.